What's up, closers? Greg Gomez III, founder, CEO, FastStartMarketer.com. Hope you guys are doing fantastic, making sure I've got my voice on. So I was coaching today. And in this coaching call, someone made a note about how they were being treated by their team leaders. You want to know something that really drives me up the friggin' wall, that makes me angry? It's this notion that in order to be a good salesperson, you have to be an arrogant, over-the-top, in command, constantly dictating the tone of the conversation type of over-abrasive, overbearing personality type. You do not have to be that person. In fact, I refused to be that person. If you think of a pushy salesperson, you think of a person that is a closer, what kind of personality do you imagine? The person that you're imagining typically is a person that is going to force their will upon you, to get you to buy, to make you feel manipulated. And that was the last thing I ever wanted to do. In fact, I remember telling my supervisor at the time when I first took a sales position, I didn't want to be a salesperson. I just wanted to be an appointment setter. I just wanted to go out and find folks, introduce them to the product and the service, and then have somebody else close. Because closing was against my nature and my personality. I was into Tai Chi, my friend. I used to push, pull, serve. Very, very karmic centered. But then I realized later that what I was doing in opening my communication with folks, getting them to a position to be able to hear the offer, building rapport, and actually getting them to the porch, letting them in the house, that was 80% of the heavy lifting. And it wasn't until I was practically thrust into having to do the sale on the back end, because, man, I made $5 for every sale as an appointment setter. I just closed my first deal by myself, and this euphoria washed over me. I'll tell you this story at another time. It's the second greatest sensation known to man. That said, I didn't want to be a salesperson. Most people don't want to be salespeople. Think about it this way. If you're in the network marketing industry and you're telling folks to join your business, what's one of the common reactions you get? I'm not a salesperson. What they're saying is, I don't want to be that overbearing personality that, is really just a jerk. They're kind of an a-hole, and we don't want to be that. We don't want to be that person, right? So in this coaching, go back to my coaching thing. One of my students was commenting about how they're doing insurance sales. And their boss is telling them, look, you've got to dominate the conversation. This is how you got to approach it. This is how you address it. This is how you just got to never give them a chance to speak. Don't let them say yes or no answers. Just, this is what you did. This is what we're calling. This is what you're going to do. And they'll buy from you. I want you to know and note the last time you got a call where somebody talked to you that way, a telemarketer called you and treated you that way. How did you feel about that? What did you do? Put me on your do not call list. Thanks. Click. Right? Done. I'm not going to listen to that crap. We're adults. We're not going to be treated that way. We're not going to let people talk to us that way. Right? Yet, in sales, to this day, they're still teaching people how to do that. Angry. Right? It's annoying. No. So here's the secret. Greg, you promised a secret of some type. Where is the secret? I'd like to see the secret now. All right. Here it is. So the secret is, if you want to be in control in a conversation, ask questions. All right? Ask questions. The person who's asking the most questions is in control of the conversation. You don't need to go through and sit there and tell them and dictate to them what they're going to do. There's a time and a place for that. That's at the end of the conversation. Now, in the beginning, your job is to figure out, hey, what do you want? Why do you want it? What are you willing to exchange for it? What's your situation? What are the challenges? What are those challenges keeping you from? And how important is it for you to fix those challenges? How important is it for you to get this better quality of life, this better quality of your health, of your finances, of your whatever? What do I need to ask in order to figure out what you specifically need? Because if I can figure out what you want, why you want it, and what you're willing to exchange for it, my job's simple. All I have to do is give it to you for a price that's fair. Does that make sense? How do we figure that out? Shut your damn pie hole and ask some questions. Okay? It's okay to let your prospects say no. That's a whole nother tangent I can go on. Oh, you're right, Cullen. I'm going live and I'm texting at the same time. Multitasking. The point here is this, is that if you want to have strong control in a conversation, ask questions. The thing is, if you want to be interesting, you first need to be interested. Write that down, tattoo it on your forehead in reverse so you see it every morning and you look in the mirror before you brush your teeth. Don't really do that, but do that, metaphorically speaking. And what you want to do is be reminded of the fact that the person that listens most is typically the person that's in control. So if you ask the right questions, if you help guide the people to the right thing, they're going to respond to you. They're going to engage with you. They're going to want to work with you. They're going to want to, they're going to find you intriguing because you find them intriguing. You actually are listening to what their needs and desires are. And if you spend more time listening to them, you're going to wind up having more people following you around and actually being compliant when it's time to take action and get a sale. Bam, 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 right? So that said, my friends, there's a formula. There's a formula. faststartmarketer.com/EPF. Excited Prospect Formula, EPF. faststartmarketer.com/EPF. You want me to do live prospecting calls? You want to see me doing this stuff live, real time? Go to youtube.com/faststartmarketer, or if you're on now, just click the subscribe button. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do some live dials for you guys. I'm very excited to do this. It's going to be a heck of a good time. I hope you enjoyed this. If you know anybody that's going to benefit from understanding this concept, to asking more questions, to actually understanding that control is actually not in the abrasive person that's coming out and striking and attacking all the time, but in the person that can subtly listen, yield, and be able to go, oh, man, I got some kung fu stories, some legends that were told to me, I think that are fantastic. The legend of the guy that really invented Yang Tai Chi, it's pretty fantastic, amazing. But he learned how to be able to yield, use people's energy against him, and boom, strike, to be able to do the things he needed to, but he used their energy against them. Same rules apply in prospecting. Don't resist. Don't try to manhandle people. That's lame, man. It's old. It doesn't work. Instead, listen. You get 2 ears, 1 mouth. Shut up and listen, and you wind up having much more control in the conversation you'll be aware of. What else? But you need one other thing to go along with it. It's called segues. We'll probably cover segues in the next video. Very important topic. That's it, my friend. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see my latest video here, or you can subscribe here. Be awesome, my friends. Phones up. Let's rock and roll. Go close. Talk to you soon.